Great job. I'm just kidding. I could be in Star Wars. I'm getting it for the vlog. Hey friends, I hope you're having a wonderful week. I actually have a cold. It started off as a sore throat over the last few days, and sore throat's kind of gotten better, but now I have a stuffy nose and a runny nose. Lots and lots of fun, but I just wanted to say that I hope you guys are having a good week and that you're in good health. Hey friends, I hope you're having a good week. I'm still feeling a little bit sick. I still have a cold. If you can't tell, my nose is really congested and runny. However, my throat does not burn anymore, which is a good sign. I wanted to do a quick video about the pros and cons of working for the government, and that's just because I've had plenty of time to think as I'm working from home. I guess just hopping right into it, one of the pros of working for the government is the chance to make a difference. As an example, I work on a project that develops a simulation software for warfare. It's an unclassified project, so I'm allowed to talk about this, thankfully. Otherwise, I would just completely cut this section. This is very meaningful, obviously. Just think about the Ukraine-Russia situation right now. That's something that we simulate constantly, just trying to figure out what's Russia going to do, what's Ukraine going to do, like how can we help out and stuff like that. Another pro of working for the government is you get great benefits. My retirement and my health benefits are phenomenal, and I'm never worried about that. Another thing is there's jobs for every interest. If I wanted to get into robotics, I could get into robotics. If I wanted to do electrical engineering, I could do electrical engineering. Mechanical engineering. Programming. If I want to do web development, I can do web development. There are tons and tons of different projects and interests that I could choose from. I'm just kind of building off of that is there's tons of interesting and challenging work. If I'm looking for something that's going to challenge me and I want to learn something new, I will definitely find it if I'm working in the government. Another pro is work-life balance. This is something that I really, really appreciate because I value my time so much. I don't have enough time to do everything I want to do, so I value my time like crazy. Work-life balance, what I mean by this is I never take my work home. And when I say that, I mean I'm never not going to work from home. I'm saying that when I'm off work, I'm off work. I don't have to stay overtime to fix some bug or some code or anything like that. As soon as my shift's done, and I can just go home. So I really appreciate that work-life balance. Lastly, there's a lot of professional development and advancement opportunities. There's just so many ways to advance, whether that's through leadership roles or senior positions. There's just tons and tons of development opportunities. Going over some of the cons now. These are some things that I'm still kind of wrapping my mind around and I'm still considering as I work for the government. One of these is making a difference isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. Things with the government take time. It's very bureaucratic and sometimes things get stymied and it may not feel like the work you're doing is making a difference, but it really is. It just takes a long time. Along those lines, there's a lot of rules and regulations. The government has tons and tons and tons of rules that they have to follow, which at first I didn't understand, but now that I do work for the government, it makes sense. We do work with taxpayer money, so we have to make sure that we're not wasting that money and that we're using it wisely, which is why there's so many rules and regulations in place, unfortunately. Another con of working for the government is the hiring process. It just takes so long. It took me 8 months to get on board, which is crazy, where as with another job, I could have probably gotten hired in a month. Another thing that I'm going to consider a con right now is entry-level pay. Our entry-level pay is not competitive at all. There are companies out there that are going to pay a lot more starting off. However, once you move into more senior positions, you will start making what you should be making. Those are just some quick pros and cons of working for the government. I love my job and I love my work, especially my coworkers. They're fantastic. They make my life so much easier. There are pros and cons to working for the government. I encourage you to work for the government, especially if you are someone who thinks long-term. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the pros and cons of working for the government. Thank you for listening. I'm hoping to feel better. Hey friends, I'm still not feeling 100% today, and that's okay. I woke up feeling a little bit pessimistic about being sick, so I was listening to some motivational videos to try and cheer myself up. One of the quotes that I wrote down is, "To whom much is given, much is expected, and I have been given so much, I've earned it, I've been blessed with it, but I've been given a lot. And that kind of rang true for me. I've been blessed so much in my life. I've seriously been blessed like beyond measure. I have so many good things that have happened to me. And when I think about that, I just feel really grateful. That just completely changed my perspective on today, where I was feeling pessimistic, and it helped me feel more positive and look on the bright side. And hopefully it has that same effect on you, where maybe just having that little gentle reminder that there are good things that happen in your life is enough to keep you motivated throughout the day.
What is your favorite movie? That's one of those questions that's impossible to answer. You can't just limit it to one.
Look at what came in the mail. I am excited to build this.